Emperor Zalcathix lounged on his throne, mandibles clicking with amusement as the human ambassador was escorted into the Grand Hall. The Crethean Empire had conquered 47 star systems in the past decade. They feared nothing. No weapons, his security chief confirmed. No armor, no shields, no combat enhancement. Just, a human female with a briefcase. Ambassador Dr. Rebecca Torres walked across the polished obsidian floor with measured steps, her simple gray suit a stark contrast to the Baroque opulence surrounding her. She carried no weapon, no guards flanked her, no fleet waited in orbit. Zalcathix leaned forward. You arrive alone and unarmed to negotiate with an empire that has crushed every opponent? Your species is either supremely confident or supremely foolish. Rebecca smiled politely. Neither, Your Majesty. We're simply practical. Practical? The Emperor's laugh echoed through the chamber. I have destroyed planets. What can one unarmed human possibly threaten me with? Nothing at all, Rebecca replied, setting her briefcase on the negotiation table. I'm not here to threaten. I'm here to inform. She opened the briefcase and withdrew a single data tablet. Your Majesty, are you aware that 73% of your empire's food production relies on imports from the Viridian agricultural colonies? Zalcathix's amusement faded slightly. What of it? The Viridians have been, quietly convinced to reduce shipments to your empire by 40% starting next month. Not an embargo, nothing so crude. Just standard supply chain adjustments. Rebecca's voice remained conversational. I believe you'll begin experiencing food riots on your industrial worlds within 6 weeks. The Emperor's claws dug into his throne. You dare. Oh, I'm not finished, Rebecca continued calmly. Your military fleet. Impressive. 73 dreadnoughts. But you purchase 91% of your fuel refinement catalysts from the Nexian Consortium. She tapped her tablet. They've agreed to experience technical difficulties with their export facilities. Temporary, of course. 6 months, perhaps. You're committing acts of war without firing a shot. War? Rebecca looked genuinely puzzled. These are just business decisions, Your Majesty. The Viridians prefer customers who don't threaten their neighbors. The Nexians find your aggressive expansion concerning for market stability. Perfectly reasonable corporate policy. She pulled up another document. Then there's your banking system. The Galactic Financial Network has flagged 17 of your core accounts for routine compliance review. That usually takes, 2 to 3 years to resolve. Your government bonds have already dropped 34 points this morning. Zalcathix stood, his full height towering over the human. I could have you executed where you stand. You absolutely could, Rebecca agreed pleasantly. But your stock market is currently crashing, your military can't refuel, and your population will be hungry in 6 weeks. Killing me changes none of that. In fact, it would make things worse. Worse? How could it possibly be worse? Rebecca's smile never wavered. Because right now, I'm the only person who can make this stop. You see, humanity doesn't need weapons, Your Majesty. We spent millennia on a death world learning that the strongest predator doesn't always survive, the most adaptable one does. We learned economics, diplomacy, networking, influence. She stood, closing her briefcase. We learned that you don't need to destroy an empire. You just need to politely ask their food suppliers, fuel providers, and bankers to reconsider their business relationships. And humans, Your Majesty, are very, very good at asking politely. This is extortion. This is commerce, Rebecca corrected. Your empire has been operating on the assumption that military might equals power. But in a truly interconnected galactic civilization, power isn't about who has the biggest guns. It's about who controls the supply chains, the trade routes, the financial systems. She walked toward the exit, then paused. "Oh, I almost forgot. Your shipyards? They use a very specific titanium alloy that's only produced on 3 worlds. 2 of them have recently announced they're operating at reduced capacity due to labor negotiations. The third, well, let's just say they're very interested in the human proposal for a mutual defense pact." Zalcathix slumped back onto his throne, the weight of the situation crushing down on him. His empire, built on military conquest, was being dismantled by spreadsheets and trade agreements. "What do you want?" he asked quietly. "Peace," Rebecca said simply. "Withdraw from the disputed territories. Respect your neighbor's sovereignty. Join the civilized galaxy as a trading partner, not a conqueror." She smiled again. "In return, those supply chain issues I mentioned? They disappear. Your economy stabilizes. Your people eat. Everyone wins. And if I refuse? Then your empire collapses in approximately 4 months. Not from human military action, we won't fire a single shot. Your own economic dependencies will tear you apart." She tilted her head. "But I really hope you don't refuse. Humanity prefers profitable trading partners to failed states." 3 weeks later, the Crethean Empire signed the most comprehensive peace treaty in galactic history. Not because they were defeated in battle, but because they couldn't afford not to. Ambassador Torres filed her report with a simple conclusion: weapons are optional. Leverage is not.